Good evening, everyone. My name is Ashu Sharma. Today, I am going to explain you what exactly the QA leads, all its responsibility. As I already built one video previously, so that you can see that video. And here I talk about the quality matrices and test report. So previously, we had a session on that, what exactly the QA challenges and how that collaboration happened in between, if you say about the developer and QA engineer. So in order to process that quality release within a time as per client requirement, QA matrix is supposed to be, that's a big responsibility of a QA engineer, that as a leader, QA lead, you can say reporting on the progress of testing activities to the managers and client as well. So there are some certain aspects that can be measured, test process efficiency, and then the product quality, whether it's failures or incidents in that productions or user feedback rating. So development efficiency is also one of them. It's big challenge, that regression bugs or MTTR. Along with that, there is a question of, can they provide on demand snapshots of the product quality for stakeholders, and as far as that readiness is concerned and unresolved bugs are concerned. So they are agree for that, providing the non-demand snapshots of the product quality for stakeholders. And another that big aspects is measurements and test reports that gathered automatically. How do they track about the test status and progress reports, for example, that Confluence, Slack, or email, except that do they having that tracking and monitoring root causes analysis? So RCA reports and their actions items, that is also quite a big task. So as far as expert tips is concerned, experts advice is concerned, individually at reaching out to the members for data wouldn't be, you can say, any good, especially when each member or function uses a different tool or framework. So information is scattered all over the place, and critical pieces of findings are lost as a pool of chat threads or screenshots. So the manual and automated test results will be retrieved across the team's tool Slack and centralized into a real-time dashboard. So you can say nowadays that working in a distributed environment, that's very much happening, and working within cloud environments, and you have to collaborate with remote location, your teammates. So in that case, as a evidence, as a witness, you can say, yeah, you provide these all that aspects to the client, to the stakeholders. It's quite remarkably well if you can provide in a company. So there is some measurement things that on test completion or release readiness, and can be extracted for team leads to report in daily stand-ups and sprint reviews, as well as root cause analysis. So these things are very important when do we talk about as far as quality matrices and test reporting is concerned. So this is one of the thing where experts having some kind of that stuff. So when do we talk about the client case study? The client is a media and service journalist company. You can say under this client case study that writes and delivers award-winning content to the population in different section. You can suppose in India. So to enable consistent quality and top tier user experience, the digital department had legacy testing frameworks that must be set in place. So at that time, the system was not working too well for QA team. Only one member, who is the current QA lead, knew how it worked. So whereas for the rest, it was just tons of guesswork. So weighted down to the high cost and lack of vendor support and steep learning curve, QA lead had convinced management to try out different tools like Catalan. You can supposed to be that is there. So this is sometimes it happens. There is a challenge when see, whenever the transformation requirement, that's a big challenge. So the firm, you can say, was undertaking a migration process from their old legacy web system towards the newer one, and with a shared backend that stitches hundreds of web pages together, the search for a team fit end-to-end testing solution that must be begun.
So web UI and API testing are main areas that need to be in automation built on top of Amazon Web Service infrastructure, and the layer beneath are the database management system along with that business logic. So dozens of APIs involved over there. You use microservices. So in that case, it is REST API communication, end-to-end communication. So while making end-to-end automated testing, it's a quality standard. So as a QA lead, it's quite surprising, aside from verifying features such as logging or adjusting service on a certain module of your application. API testing is especially critical when calls are going across the legacy system and newly developed APIs. So as a QA team, setup was centered around, you can say, a commercial testing tools, which is quite daunting task to understand at initial level. But yeah, having gone through the various phases of trying these tools, putting one together by themselves, none of them are really strict. So in that, then you can say QA team had that confidence of having such kind of that if that certain firms are going to migrate from one legacy system to the newer one, they're having that total control, and they assure the quality and time release to the client. So this is all about that, what exactly the QA, that process, and the trips and the challenges that happen, and what exactly the QA lead role if they are trying to work with the client having that legacy transformation towards that newer one. So thank you for this series. Have a nice day. Take care.